Adam was the boy no one noticed, except when they wanted to laugh. His grades were average at best. He never joined any clubs, and his clothes always looked 2 sizes too big. He sat in the back of every class, avoided eye contact, and hoped the day would end without anyone pointing at him. But college wasn't kind to invisible people. "Hey, loser," one of the athletes yelled one afternoon, knocking Adam's books to the ground. Laughter erupted around him as Adam bent down to gather his papers. He kept his head low, wishing he could disappear. That was when Isabella stepped in. She was the kind of girl everyone admired, graceful, confident, with grades that made professors proud and a heart that made strangers smile. She bent down, picked up one of Adam's books, and handed it back to him. Her voice was calm but firm. "You don't get to laugh at him. Leave him alone." The cafeteria went silent. No one dared argue with Isabella. The bullies walked away, muttering under their breath. Adam, embarrassed, whispered, "You didn't have to do that." She smiled. Maybe not, but someone should have a long time ago. From that day, Isabella kept finding excuses to talk to him. She invited him to study groups, asked him to walk with her after class, even forced him to sit with her at lunch. At first, Adam resisted. Why would the college's brightest star waste her time on him? But Isabella wasn't easily discouraged. She saw something no one else did. She noticed how sharp his mind was when he finally spoke, how creative he was in solving problems, how his eyes lit up when he talked about things he loved. Confidence, she told him one day, isn't something you're born with. It's something you practice. And you, Adam, you're going to practice until you believe in yourself. She pushed him out of his comfort zone, making him answer questions in class, join her for morning runs, and even update his wardrobe. Slowly, Adam began to change, but then came the backlash. A cruel rumor spread that Isabella only helped him because she pitied him. Laughter followed him again in the hallways, and Adam, ashamed, avoided her. One evening, Isabella found him sitting alone outside the library. "Why are you hiding from me?" she asked softly, his voice cracked. "Because they're right. You're Isabella, the perfect girl. I'm just me." She knelt beside him, her voice firm. "No, you're not just anything. You are Adam, and one day they'll see what I see. But first, you need to see it yourself." That night, something in Adam shifted. For the first time in his life, he wanted to prove them wrong. The months that followed were a transformation. Adam studied harder, stayed late in the library, and trained on the basketball court when no one was watching. Isabella was always there, encouraging, challenging, never letting him quit. "You don't realize it yet," she told him, "but you're already becoming the man you were meant to be." Adam joined the debate club, reluctantly at first. His voice trembled during his first speech, but Isabella's steady gaze from the front row gave him strength. By the end of the semester, people weren't laughing anymore. They were listening. On the basketball court, things were harder. The team mocked him, calling him weak, but Adam refused to give up. Night after night, he stayed behind after practice, shooting hoops until his arms ached. Isabella often sat on the bleachers, cheering him on, refusing to let him feel alone. Then came the annual inter-college championship. The coach, desperate, put Adam on the team as a substitute. Everyone doubted him, especially Jason, the star player, team captain, and Isabella's ex. Jason smirked at Adam before the game. "Try not to embarrass yourself, rookie." But Adam didn't falter. He played with fire, with determination, and with Isabella's faith burning inside him. Shot after shot, move after move, Adam proved himself. In the final seconds of the game, with the score tied, the ball landed in Adam's hands. The crowd held its breath. He leapt, released, and the ball swished through the net just as the buzzer sounded. The stadium erupted. Adam, once invisible, was now the hero. For the first time, the chants weren't mocking. They were celebrating. Adam, Adam, Adam. But in the middle of the cheers, Adam searched for the only face that mattered. Isabella was gone. Adam found her days later, sitting alone by the riverbank. She looked smaller, quieter, nothing like the confident Isabella everyone adored. "Why did you leave?" Adam asked, his voice shaking. She turned to him, tears in her eyes. "Because this was your moment. You earned it. I didn't want anyone to think it was because of me. You're a star now, Adam. You don't need me." Adam's chest ached. "Don't you get it? I don't shine because I don't need you. I shine because you believed in me when no one else did." Her lips trembled. She finally confessed her secret. Her family was moving abroad. She hadn't told him because she was terrified. Terrified that he would fall apart, that all his progress would crumble without her by his side. Adam grabbed her hands, his voice steady. "Isabella, you taught me how to stand. You gave me my voice. If you go, it won't erase what you gave me. You made me who I am, and nothing can take that away. But I don't want to live in a world where you think you're just a shadow to my success. You're my reason. You always were." Her tears flowed freely, but this time they were tears of relief. She leaned into him, whispering, "Then promise me, no matter where life takes us, you won't go back to the boy I first met." He smiled through his own tears. "I promise, because I'm not that boy anymore. I'm Adam and I'm yours." They stood together under the fading sunlight, holding on to each other as though the world could never tear them apart. Adam, the boy once forgotten, had become the star of the college. But the truth was clear. He wasn't just a star because of hard work or talent. He was a star because one girl, one brave girl named Isabella, had seen his light when no one else did. And that was the kind of love story no one could forget.